Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Alright, this is part 2 of modify your Rovan Hybrid. As I said in the first video, take your time when you do this because you'll stuff it up. Anyway guys, I did show you how to measure and to put in the correct spot. As you see, mate, the eagle has landed, mate. It's awesome, mate. And even though this took me a couple of hours or so, but persistent and doing it the right way, the rewards are pretty good, mate. And that's what I found. Do it right once, you don't have to do it again. That's my secret to doing stuff on a Baja or a hybrid, mate. Do it the right way. Now, the only thing I could see, which I'm getting a new TIG that actually does pulsing, and it's basically like doing cold welds and stuff like that. And you warm up your item, what you're welding on, and you pulse it so it does nice, pretty welds. You go boom, 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 so you don't grind on that. Because if you do the welds properly, that's an art by itself, guys. So anyway, we're just going to show you on part 2, as you see. It's worked a treat. I did have a bend in this sashi. Actually, when it was a mate of mine, he gave me a go on it, and I actually, for some reason, the servo didn't turn that much. I collected the goalposts on the field, so I think that's where there's a slight just in here, which I can get out anyway. But having this in here actually straightens it. So all looks good. Right, so how I did the bottom, actually send a photo of the motorbike. Okay, so originally I just did 5mm holes, I didn't do the chamfers yet. Right, so I put the screws in, right, down to it's tighten. Then I got a texture, and I texture around the screw as close as I can. That way I know where I've got a chamfer. Now, the reason I said that, because one of the holes didn't quite work out, and I had to get the Dremel out and go back a bit. In other words, if I'm going to do the chamfer, it has to be that spot where I corrected it, so it doesn't show up here. Right, so I end up using a 10mm drill. This one can go a little bit deeper, unless I've got a bit of rubbish underneath, which I think, this one here, I think I've got a bit of rubbish underneath, so it will go down further. Right, so I put this in a drill press, okay, because this is the best way to do it. That's why I stripped the rest out, and I got a vice top thing that sits on there floating, so I had the vice underneath this area here. So I put two woodwork plastic clamp things, bang bang, bang bang, put it in the area first where the drill naturally sits in the hole. Right, so you go backwards, and that way it centered itself. Then I put the clamp on this side and this side. Then I use a small square. Okay, so it's 90 degrees up, so that is parallel to the drill bit. So you know you're going to put that chamfer right, and you check that way, the square, and that way. It's a must. Take your time doing it. Okay, so once I've done that, I clamped it a little bit tight, but it's still got to hang on this. On the other hand, you bring down the drill. The secret is, when you're doing these holes, use a 10mm drill bit, is use WD-40, the lubrication, because it'll sort of rattle a little bit and then it'll go smooth. Okay, so I only went down so much. Then I got the screw out, like this one here, and put it in to see that screw, the bolt, the countersink one, doesn't kick over that way or that way. If it kicks over that way, that means your drill bit has to come over this way. Okay, then you tighten it up, put WD-40, then come down, make sure you're all square. The best way to do it is, say on clamping, you use a rubber mallet and give it a tap here if you need to bring the drill bit that way, or if you need to go that way, you tap at the front. Okay, and just make sure you put your set square, make sure you're 90 degrees up and it's parallel to the drill. When you know you're right there, right, you give it another shape, go down, so otherwise don't go all the way down in depth wise. Right, then you put your screw back in, your countersink back in, and the head will either sit nice and flush, like, and it's not kinking that way or kinking that way. If you got it the right way, that means you're ready to do the send it and go to full depth, because you got to leave so much in the hole, about that much, like 3 mil, and the rest, because this is like a 5 mil sachet, you're taking 3 mil deep, so you're using a 10 mil. Once you've done that, you find it's all good, you move on. And the one with the I had to get the diagram out, or the Dremlin, and it went that way. So because I trace it, I know that the head it's more or less got to go that way, otherwise I've got to drill down that way. Alright, so once you set it up, square it all up, you drill it a bit, X amount, so 0.5, or mil down, then put your bolt in, screw in, and if it's all sitting hunky-dory and it's all snug as a rug type of thing, then you sand it and you go down your depth. But just make sure, like this one here, as you see, that you got the same amount on the whole 5 mil hole, otherwise don't champ all the way down, or else you're just going to weaken it. Alright guys, so that's a good tip. The only thing, like I showed you on before, mate, modify this. Yeah, I sort of see a weak link, because unfortunately when you're putting a tailor set up, obviously you're trimming, it's 62 millimeters across. Okay, that's what the outlaw is, that's what you got to work on. So if you trim, make sure you take X amount right on either side. This one's a little bit odd, but anyway, it's all good. The only thing why I said about the TIG is this spot here, probably TIG that spot in. Okay, so you're putting the strength back in the sachet in that spot there, because what I see, and you realise after you're done on there, you see a mark, it's actually from the gearbox. Well, at the end of the day, I know where it's going to break. It's going to break in that spot there. So you basically, when you put your gearbox in, that's your strengthening plate for the sachet. But anyway, we're going to be using this, the hybrid sachet. I have another sachet in mind. I'm using an outlaw. I've got a good mate of mine who's going to make it for me. Yeah, and I'm not going to say who it is, what it's made of and all that, but yeah, I'm very keen to put this in, because basically I want to keep it Rovan, because the weight wise is, compared to the outlaw one, it's a beautiful sachet, and you can unbolt the kick up on that, and you unbolt that section, and then put by the other parts separate and bolt in, just in case you smash this or smash that, because they're quite expensive, those sachets. Mate's already bent one before, and that's the second one, which was on the earlier video, and he got everything anodized, black, and he's just got other colours to break it up so it stands out in the crowd, so it's going to be a bit of a stealth vehicle, and yeah, it's going to look good. So guys, just remember, if you like what you see and you want to see more, it's either describe, thumbs up, because that makes me do more videos, and we're just going to be doing heaps. And this year you're just going to see everything, and I'll blow your minds out with hybrid stuff and engine work. And we're going to show you what the Torque Master Rovan 71 to 76 does. Yeah, and we're going to compete it against a Supreme 71, which I've got those motors, so we're going to run the all Rovan type of thing set up with the Rovan 71 or 76, depends what engine I put in. It's not a stroker. Okay, it still runs the same cylinder. Alright, there's a lot of secrets I do not lay my cards on the table. We've got too many people that are copying my work and taking to say they've done it, and no one's done it. Okay, so I tell you that, I'll be the first to have done of everything. If it all works out to my theory on the cylinder and everything, you're going to see the first billet Rovan 71 to 76 Torque Master torque master crankcase, a proper reed, and basically all I'll be setting up is for a hybrid, okay, because with the bars, you know, you got that spot you got to clear over the tank and that. Well, that's the beauty about the hybrid. I got all that space here, and I can have it on an angle, so it works like a funnel back. And that's the best way it's set up, I found, instead of something straight on, because it interferes. But you don't have that problem on a hybrid, but mine be tilted. Alright, so keep a lookout on the latest videos, spread the word around. You're going to see something different. You will see a Rovan 71 be very compatible with the Taylor Supreme 71. Because I know the Rovan 71 to 76 will have way more torque than a Taylor. Down below, gets on pipe at 5,500 revs. Taylor takes 10,000 revs. And that, you know, but they're fantastic motors, but great. But we're going to see a Chinese motor compete against high-end motors. Remember, guys, it's method or madness. May the force be with you. And don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to see more. I'm out.